Retro Rat here, coming at you with another pickups video. Today is June 29th, 2014. Today I'm going to be going over all the stuff that I purchased at Too Many Games convention, as well as a couple trades I did, and only one game that I got at the garage sales, because all the other stuff I wound up trading at the convention. Before we get into that, I noticed at the convention that there were several tables that had reproduction carts. What is your guys' thoughts on reproduction carts? Are the games as good as quality as a normal production game? Mainly thinking about like the Earthbound Uncut for Super Nintendo or the Zelda Parallel Worlds. Put it in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on it? Because I was thinking about getting the Zelda one, but I passed on it because I really like A Link to the Past, and supposedly it's a completely different map and world and everything, but I don't know what's going on in the game, if the game's going to play smooth or if it's going to be different. So leave it in the comments down below. As always, like and subscribe to our channel. Give me the thumbs up. First, we're going to jump right into the only flea market grab that I had this week, and that was I bought a lot of like 35, 40 Nintendo games. I wound up trading the majority of them, with the exception of Gauntlet. I got the box of manual, had it been sitting on it for quite a while, and noticed that the that in the box a lot that I got, that Gauntlet was there, so I wound up keeping it for myself and didn't trade it in. So that was the only pickup that survived my entire weekend, which was actually pretty ridiculous. Then I did a small trade with a fellow YouTuber, Facebook friend. His name is Billy. He wound up sending me Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is going to be going to my brother-in-law. He's been looking for it, and it's a phenomenal game, so I was in need of that. I was also in need of a Pokemon Yellow box, which he sent me the box. It's in pretty rough condition, but I knew going in. He sent me like 18 pictures, told me it was really beat up. If anybody's got the manual for this, let me know, because it's the only thing I'm missing to complete it. And then he also sent me a Chrono Trigger box. Again, he sent me tons of pictures, so I know going into this that this box is in pretty bad condition. But I figured, you know, that Chrono Trigger is an awesome game, and regardless of the condition of the box, somebody will enjoy it. I also got a couple manuals and a box from somebody else, and the one box that I got was Cruisin' World. If anybody's got the manual for that, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm desperately looking for that, because I would like to complete it. My wife and I enjoy that game. Another box that I've received, I'm sorry, it's not a box. Another manual that I got was Bart Simpson's Escape from Camp Deadly. If you remember, I bought this game in box a couple weeks ago, so I was able to pick those up. He sold me that manual, that Cruisin' World box, and a manual for Friday the 13th, which is already going to somebody else, because I had a complete box when I shipped it out for $10, which really wasn't a bad deal. And the Zelda, Chrono Trigger, and Pokemon, we did a trade for that stuff. Then I went to J Street, which is a local video game store. I traded in a couple things, a couple PS2 controllers, PS1 controllers, and I picked up Resident Evil Survivor and Loaded, and I also picked up a copy of Vi for Sega CD. Only reason why I picked it up was because Vi had the map and mine didn't, so I needed that to complete my game, so that is now on my shelf, completed. I traded Vi in at the convention for Zelda Classic Collection in mint condition. But before I get into the rest of the pickups from the convention, I want to mention I don't want to call them a band, but they're called Bit Brigade. They play video game 8-bit music. What I thought was really cool about them is, besides, you know, I got the Ninja Gaiden soundtrack. Basically, it's all the original Ninja Gaiden, but it's the heavy metal version of it, them playing it, Mega Man, and Castlevania. They only had one DVD. It's Contra. It shows you them. What they do is, we got there on Saturday, and they were literally playing the original Zelda, and every part of every world, no matter what level they were in, the guy on the floor was doing a speed run, playing through the game and not skipping a beat. I think he beat the game in like 45 or 50 minutes. It was ridiculously how fast he was just blowing through this game. And the band was actually playing the heavy metal version of the music throughout the whole thing. Today they did Mega Man 2. He beat it in like 38 minutes, which he didn't die. He only got hit like 3 times. It was just ridiculously insane. So, yeah, check them out. You can check them out on YouTube, Bit Brigade. I'm pretty sure 90% of these people who are watching my channel already know about these guys. I was looking forward to it all week, going into it. Everything I'm about to show you, pretty much with the exception of this, I paid, these were $10 each. And one other thing, which was T-Gun. It's a limited print homebrew for the Too Many Games convention. This is 39 of 50, factory sealed. With the exception of that, which I paid 50, and the 4 CDs, which I paid 40. Everything else I traded for. Basically, all the stuff that I bought at the flea markets, I traded right here. I got Castlevania Classic Series, Gauntlet 2, Dragon Warrior 4 complete, Mega Man with a really messed up box, but still nonetheless, it is a complete copy of the original Mega Man. Guardian Heroes, Front Mission 3, Perfect CD, Magic the Gathering, again Perfect CD, Cruis'n USA complete, and the limited edition Zelda original Game Boy. Everything's in it. It is in excellent, excellent condition. So yeah, like I said, I traded, I wound up buying a lot, Super Nintendo and like 30 games, but they were quality titles and all of it. So as you can see, I did, realistically, if I was to spend money on all this stuff, it would have cost me around $500-600, but like I said, I traded. So all the stuff that I bought at the flea markets, I was able to trade. I even was able to keep some stuff. It's going to another fellow Facebooker, so I was able to recover my money that I spent at the flea markets. So that worked out for me. Now at the convention, all the trading and all the things that were going on, my buddy did 2 sick trades that I'm going to talk about. One, he had a loose copy of Harvest Moon for Super Nintendo. Retails for $120 to $180 depending on condition. His condition was more on the $120 side. Video game dealer, one guy wanted to give him a straight up trade for Super Metroid Complete in Box, which I thought was a pretty fair deal because the Super Metroid was perfect. And then he wound up saying, I'll pass on it, and he wanted to think about it. Then he went to another guy, someone offered him $50 cash, and it just kept getting worse and worse from the dealers. He finally made it to one dealer who said that he would give him $150 in trade credit, and then he wound up getting a collector's edition Ocarina of Time Complete in Box, and a Complete in Box Super Metroid. Box was damaged. So that was a stupid trade to start with. However, today he brought 2 high-ticket items. He brought a Zelda 3DS XL factory sealed with him, and he brought a factory sealed copy of Tales of Symphonia, the collector's edition. And he was looking to trade those 2 for, to get a copy of Evo or, one of the high-ticket Super Nintendo games. He wound up going to a dealer, and he showed him the 2 things, and he was hemming and hawing about trading it in, but the dealer said that he would give him $275 on trade credit for those 2 items, which retail is $120 and $200, so realistically he was giving him close to retail. My buddy said, well, why don't you trade me Earthbound Complete in Box that was priced at $600, and I'll give you $300 cash in those 2. And the guy said, done, no problem. So now my buddy worked out a deal where he got Earthbound Complete in Box for realistically $300 cash and 2 things that he had extra copies of anyway. Pretty sick. Hopefully he'll do a video of all the stuff he picked up, because he was getting quality games for his collection left and right, and really not paying anything to. He was just trading, extras that he picked up for 50 cents or $1 at the flea markets. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.